Hello everybody, I'm back today with another cooking video, and today what I'm going to do is it's something to do with Maundy Thursday. So if you're a Christian you would know this. It's depicting Jesus' Last Supper, so we kind of do this dish only on Maundy Thursday, and it's called Pesaha Paal in Malayalam. I'm not sure what you call it in English, sorry about that, but it's basically a very thick soup made of rice flour, jaggery, coconut milk. So these are the three main ingredients used in this. So very simple dish, and it's really tasty, and you can even, after preparing this, you can cut bananas, pieces of bananas, and put it just before serving. I'll show you that after I prepare this dish. So let's see how we can prepare this dish. So this is done, I think, only on Maundy Thursday, and so let's see what are the ingredients for this particular dish. I have two green elaichi over here, uh, and then quarter cup of rice flour, plain rice flour. You can use any rice flour. And then I have around uh, this is the jaggery which you get, and you can use according to your sweetness, and this is around quarter kg of jaggery. So what I'm going to do is, I may not put the entire thing during the preparation, because depending on the sweetness I will kind of vary it. So for now I think I will be putting all this and melting it, and then if I need more sweetness then I'll add it. Depends on your jaggery how sweet it is. And then I'll be using the canned coconut milk. If you have fresh coconut milk, that's always going to be better, but since I do not have fresh coconut milk here, I'm going to use the canned coconut milk which you get to buy in the store. So this works well too, but fresh is always better. And yeah, so that's it, a very simple dish. And we usually say a prayer before having this. We have this with bread, and we also cut banana pieces and put it into this soup before eating. So it's more like a gravy, a very thick gravy, and it's really yummy actually. So we usually tell a prayer and then we eat this on Maundy Thursday, and today is Maundy Thursday. So let's see, this is it's really nice to eat. So I think everybody should try this, even if it is not a Maundy Thursday. Just go ahead, try it out, and let me know how it is. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so the next step is, here I'm just boiling water. It's around 2 cups of water. So into this water I will be melting the jaggery. So we need to allow this water to boil, and then when it comes to a boil we'll add in the jaggery and keep stirring till all the jaggery melts. And then into that we put the rice flour and coconut milk and all that. So first we're going to boil water, and then we'll put in the jaggery. So right now I just put in the pieces of jaggery, and then you need to keep this on medium flame so that you don't burn the jaggery. Okay. So just need to stir it in. And then on this medium flame, just allow it to sit and let the jaggery melt. So this is how the syrup will look after it has been totally melted, the jaggery syrup. So if you can see, there are a few residue kind of stuff, so we're going to strain that and only keep the syrup. So once the jaggery is melted, turn off the stove and pour it into just strain it so that you remove all the residue. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . So, and now just keep this syrup aside and we'll see what the next step is. Now I've added around 3 cups of coconut milk, and on very low flame you're supposed to boil this coconut milk. If you increase the flame, then sometimes the oil from the coconut milk might separate, and you don't want that, so you have to cook this coconut milk on low flame and for around a minute or so, and then we will be adding the jaggery syrup into it. You need to keep stirring the coconut milk till it boils, and this should be done on low flame. So don't forget to keep stirring the coconut milk. So I've been stirring it continuously for around 3 minutes for now, and you can see the bubbles, and you can see it's boiling. So now what we can do is we can just go ahead and add our jaggery syrup, which we had taken at that time, and then just add it into this mixture. So what I would do is I wouldn't add the whole thing right now because I want to see how sweet it is. So depending on your taste, you can add the amount of jaggery milk. So I'm going to keep a little bit aside, and then I'm just going to go ahead and stir this in. And I'm going to keep stirring this for around 2 to 3 minutes again. And then I'm going to check the sweetness. And let's see if we need to add some more jaggery milk. Jaggery water or jaggery syrup. So while the coconut milk and the jaggery syrup is boiling, as you can see over here, it's boiling. You need to lower the flame and keep stirring it. So while that is boiling, what I went and did was the rice flour which I had kept, I just diluted it with a little bit of water, and then I mixed it evenly. And now, as you can see, it's boiling. So I go ahead and add this rice flour. We add this rice flour to thicken the syrup. So I'm going to go ahead and add this rice flour paste. So this paste is just rice flour, the 1/4 cup rice flour with might be 1 tablespoon of water. And now the syrup is going to thicken. And I did not add the remaining jaggery because I felt that it's pretty sweet for me. If you guys like it even more sweet, you can go ahead and add in some more jaggery, and then you need to remove all the lumps from the rice flour just now what we added, and keep stirring it. So I've been stirring this rice flour into this mixture, and as you can see, this is the consistency what you want. It's not very watery and it's not very thick, so you want that consistency, and you have to remove these lumps. You have to remove the lumps of rice. So that's the reason why we mix it in water before adding it into this. But apparently I've got a few lumps in the rice flour, so I need to remove that. Make sure that you don't have that. So yeah, so just adjust the sweetness right now, and I even added a pinch of salt just to give it a little bit of a taste. So always adding a pinch of salt to sweet dishes will enhance its taste. So I added a pinch of salt, and then I'm gonna check the sweetness right now after adding the rice flour, and if I want, I'll just go ahead and add some more of that jaggery syrup which I prepared. Other than that, if you like it even more watery, you can go ahead and add in more water, but I like it, I think, this consistency like this. So keep stirring it, and then we can see how it turns out to be. Pesaha Paal is now ready, and now what I've done is I've cut banana, ripe banana. It should be very ripe for this recipe. around half-inch thickness, and then put it into the serving bowl. And on top of this, you just pour the Pesaha Paal. And then that's it. You have it with bread, or you can have it with the special appam which goes along with this. So that's about it. Enjoy the Pesaha Paal, and this is done during Maundy Thursday.